Okay, we talked about this, I think, the first time we recorded, but we're going to run a little scenario. I live in Chrisville, Texas, in the middle of nowhere, and not in the middle of nowhere. That's not where you're buying, but I am outside of DFW, and you buy my facility. What is your kind of 30-day game plan at a high level? What happens in the next 30 days after you buy? And is it the same vendors or same types of vendors that you're inserting on every property? Or is there certain things you do differently depending on, situations?
Yeah, so my team has grown. We have 32 employees now. We have two offers out, a person starting next week, two people starting the week after that. So we're growing really fast. But there's the pre-close team. That's what I do. That is deal sourcing, underwriting, quarterbacking leading up to closing. We got interviews with the owners, rent roll work. We're getting them all in our software. We're getting all that ready to go. The month after closing is when it gets hard for our operations team. I hand it off to my partner, Dan, who oversees 20 people over there, and they're answering phones. That's one division. They're doing collections and auctions to get out the customers that haven't been paying. And the third part is maintenance. So the maintenance team, which is a couple people in Colombia, a couple Americans, they're all remote. They have to set up 6 or 7 vendors on site. So they need a lawn care company. They need a snowplow company. They need a lot cutter. They need a maintenance person. They need a laborer to come in and sweep units. They need to get a new sign put in. So all that work has to be done really the first month. So month leading up to closing, we're vetting the property, getting the rent rolls and put it into our software. Month after closing, we're getting all the customers into our systems, and then it's off to the races.
Okay. And not one thing that you're doing has somebody on site. Everything you've done to date is fully run remotely.
We have no office. I'm sitting upstairs in my house right now. Our CFOs in Boston, our COOs in Chicago. My business partner spent half the year in New York City. We have acquisitions folks in Nashville and Augusta. We have 15 employees in the Philippines. We have 4 in Colombia. We have one full-time person in upstate New York, one in Gloversville, New York. We're everywhere. Yeah. So it's all done with software. I mean, you think somebody startup, you think that I'm anti-tech. I think we are the most advanced self-storage operators in the country as far as technology. So yeah, there are people on site, but those are vendors, right? We keep a workers' comp policy in every state. We have laborers on site that need to go out and be managed. So we have a team managing these people to go out and sweep units, pick up trash. It's called the weekly check-in, right? But other than that, yeah, we have a locksmith, we have a pest control company, we have a plow company, we have a gate operating company that we hire. So it's all managed online.
Yeah, I think the interesting part is it's actually most of what you're doing. The vendors are all sweaty. The administration is tech. What happens at the weekly check-in? You've never told me about that.
Yeah, so it's an Asana checklist where our a laborer goes out, a person in a storage squad shirt or a Bolt storage shirt goes out to this property, and they need to, our customer service team has made a list of things that need done. Hey, unit 17, somebody moved out, needs checked. Unit 23, that needs to have a lock cut, and we need to take pictures of it to prepare for an online auction. So they have a checklist. They show up. On the top of every checklist is walk the property, take pictures of it, pick up all the trash. Number 2, do these units, like sweep these units, get a new lock in there, get them ready to rent. Number 3, take pictures of any auctions. And then there's just random things that we need done, right? And then they do those things, take pictures of them, or we can look at them, track their work, and then they go home.